Hello, and welcome to Bookish English. Before we begin today, I want you to think about a baby. Yes, a baby. How does a baby learn to speak? Does the baby study grammar books? No. Does the baby memorize word lists? No. The baby does one thing for 1 or 2 whole years before saying a single word. The baby listens. It listens to its mother. It listens to its father. It listens and listens and listens. And then, one beautiful day, the baby opens its mouth and words come out. My friend, this is the great secret that many English learners forget. Listening is the mother of speaking. The words must go in through your ears before they can come out through your mouth. If you want to speak fluently, you must first learn to listen fluently, and that is exactly what we are going to train today. But I must warn you, this is not a video for sleeping. This is not background noise. Today, your ears are going to work and your mouth is going to work too. This is a full training session like a gym, but for your English. Here is what we will do. First, we will warm up your ears with a fun exercise. Then, you will hear 3 stories. Each story, you will hear 2 times. First slowly, and then at natural speed, the speed of real life. Between the stories, we will play games. A prediction game, a dictation game, and a true or false challenge. Near the end, I will teach you the secret sounds of real English, the sounds that textbooks never teach you. And we will finish with a final challenge where you listen and speak like never before. One important promise from me: everything today is in easy English. You will understand. And one important promise from you: stay active. When I ask a question, answer out loud. When I say repeat, repeat. Active ears learn 10 times faster than lazy ears. Do we have a deal? Wonderful. Let me also correct one big mistake before we start, because many learners make it. Some people think, I will just play English in the background while I cook, while I clean, while I look at my phone, and one day I will magically speak. My friend, I am sorry, but background listening alone builds very little. Why? Because the brain learns what the brain pays attention to. Music in the background stays in the background. But when you listen with a job to do, answer a question, catch a missing word, guess what comes next? Your brain switches on like a light, and every minute becomes 10 times more valuable. That is why this video gives you a job every few minutes. Background listening is fine as extra dessert, but active listening, what we do today, is the real meal. Remember that difference, and your progress will double. Take a comfortable seat. Turn up the volume a little, and let us wake up those ears. Before a runner runs, the runner stretches. Before a singer sings, the singer warms up the voice. And before we listen deeply, we warm up the ears. This first exercise is simple, and it is fun. I will say 2 words. Sometimes, the 2 words are the same. Sometimes, they are different, but only a little different. Your job: say same or different. This trains your ear to catch small sounds, and small sounds are exactly what beginners miss. Ready? Let us go. First pair: ship, sheep, sheep. Same or different? They are different. Ship, with a short sound, a big boat. Sheep, with a long sound, the white animal that says ba. Ship, sheep. Listen to the middle. Ship, sheep. Can you hear it? Short, long. Say them with me. Ship, sheep. Good. Second pair: sit, sit. Same or different? They are the same. Sit and sit. If you said same, your ears are awake. Third pair. Bad. Bed. Same or different. Different. Bad, not good. Bed, you sleep on it. Bad. Bed. The mouth opens more for bad. Say them. Bad. Bed. Excellent. Fourth pair. Coffee. Copy. Same or different. Different. Coffee, you drink it. Copy, you make one thing into two. Coffee. Copy. Say them. Coffee. Copy. Very good. Fifth pair. Walk. Work. Same or different? Different. And this pair is famous for confusing learners. Walk. You move. On your feet. Work. You do your job. Walk. Work. Listen again. Walk. Work. Say them slowly. Walk. Work. Beautiful. Sixth pair. Free. 3. Same or different? Different. Free. It costs nothing. 3. The number after 2. Free. 3. The number 3 starts with that special English sound, with the tongue between the teeth. 3. Say it. 3. Free. 3. Wonderful. Seventh pair. Live. Leave. Same or different? Different. Live, with a short sound. I live in this city. Leave, with a long sound. I leave home at 8. Live. Leave. Say them. Live. Leave. Very nice. Eighth pair. Right. Light. Same or different? Different. And this pair is difficult for learners from many countries. Right. Correct. Or the opposite of left. Light the opposite of dark, or the opposite of heavy. Right. Light. Feel your tongue. For right, the tongue curls back and touches nothing. For light, the tongue touches behind your teeth. Right. Light. Say them slowly. Right. Light. Excellent. Ninth pair. Very. Very. Same or different? The same. Did I catch you? Your ears said same. They are working perfectly. Now, numbers. Numbers are small words, but they carry big information. Prices, times, addresses. Listen and say the number you hear. First, 13. Did you say 1 to 3? Correct, 13. Now listen. 30. That is 3 to 0. 30. Ah, do you hear the danger? 13. 30. They are cousins, and they love to confuse us. The stress is different. 13. The end is strong. 30. The start is strong. Listen once more. 13. 30. Now, a test. I say 1, you repeat it. 14. Yes, 14. 1 to 4. 40. Yes, 40. 4 to 0. 15. 50. 16. 60. Excellent work. Your ears are warm now. I can feel it from here. Now they are ready for a real story. Let us begin our first listening. Here is how we do this. I will read you a short story, slowly and clearly. Your only job is to follow the story and enjoy it. Do not translate every word in your head, just swim in the English, like swimming in a warm sea. After the story, I will ask you questions, and you will answer out loud. And after that, the exciting part, you will hear the same story again, at natural speed. You will be surprised how much you understand the second time. Ready? Here is the story of Tom and his lost phone. Tom woke up late on Saturday morning. The sun was already high in the sky. He got out of bed slowly, and he reached for his phone on the small table. But the phone was not there. Tom looked again. No phone. He looked under the pillow. No phone. He looked under the bed. He found one old sock, but no phone. "Where is my phone?" Tom said to himself. "It is always on this table. Always." Tom walked to the kitchen. Maybe the phone was there. He looked on the kitchen table. He saw a cup, a plate, and yesterday's newspaper, but no phone. He looked in the fridge. Yes, in the fridge, because once, one crazy morning, he really did leave his phone in the fridge. But today, the fridge had only milk, eggs, and cheese. Now Tom started to worry. He thought about last night. "Okay, think, Tom. Think," he said. "Last night, I came home at 9. I bought bread at the small shop. I talked to my neighbor, Mrs. Lee, in front of the building. Then I watched television, and I went to bed." The television. Tom ran to the living room. He looked on the sofa. He lifted every cushion, one by one. Under the third cushion, he found some coins and an old chocolate, but no phone. Tom sat down on the sofa. He felt sad. A phone is expensive, and all his photos and messages were inside it. Then, suddenly, he heard a sound. Knock, knock, knock. Someone was at the door. Tom opened the door. It was his neighbor, Mrs. Lee. She was smiling, and in her hand, yes, you already know, in her hand was Tom's phone. "Good morning, Tom," she said. "You dropped this yesterday in front of the building when we were talking. I tried to call you and tell you, but, well, I was calling your phone, and your phone was in my kitchen." Tom laughed. Mrs. Lee laughed. "Thank you so much, Mrs. Lee," Tom said. "You saved my whole weekend." "You are welcome," she said. "Next time, keep it in your bag, not in your hand." Tom took his phone, said thank you one more time, and closed the door. He looked at his phone and smiled. 17 missed calls, all from Mrs. Lee. What a kind neighbor. And what a funny Saturday morning. The end. Did you enjoy it? Good. Now, let us check your listening with some questions. I ask, you answer out loud, and then I give the correct answer. Do not be shy, speak. Question 1. What day was it in the story? Say your answer. It was Saturday, Saturday morning. Question 2. What was Tom looking for? Say it. He was looking for his phone. His phone was lost. Question 3. Where did Tom look first? Think. He looked on the small table next to his bed, then under the pillow, and under the bed. Question 4. What did Tom find under the bed? Do you remember? He found one old sock. Not a phone, a sock. Question 5. Why did Tom look in the fridge? This is a funny one. Because once, one crazy morning, he left his phone in the fridge. It happens to the best of us. Question 6. What did Tom find under the sofa cushion? He found some coins and an old chocolate. Question 7. Who knocked at the door? Say the name. Mrs. Lee. His neighbor, Mrs. Lee. Question 8. Where was the phone all this time? Yes, it was with Mrs. Lee, in her kitchen. Tom dropped it in front of the building, and she picked it up. Question 9. How many missed calls did Tom have? Do you remember the number? 17. 17 missed calls, all from kind Mrs. Lee. How many questions did you answer correctly? 6, 8, all 9? Whatever your number, you just did real listening work, and I am proud of you. Now comes my favorite moment. You will hear the same story again, but this time at natural speed. This is the speed of real conversation, the speed of films, the speed of the street. Do not be afraid of it. You know the story now, so your brain has a map. Just relax, hold on, and enjoy the ride. Here we go, the lost phone. at natural speed. Tom woke up late on Saturday morning. The sun was already high in the sky. He got out of bed slowly and reached for his phone on the small table. But the phone wasn't there. Tom looked again. No phone. Under the pillow, no phone. Under the bed, one old sock, but no phone. "Where's my phone?" Tom said to himself. "It's always on this table. Always." He walked to the kitchen. He looked on the table. A cup, a plate, yesterday's newspaper. No phone. He even looked in the fridge, because once, one crazy morning, he really did leave his phone in there. But today, just milk, eggs, and cheese. Now Tom started to worry. Okay, think, Tom. Think. Last night I came home at 9. I bought bread at the shop. I talked to Mrs. Lee in front of the building. Then TV, then bed. The TV! Tom ran to the living room and lifted every cushion on the sofa. Under the third one, coins and an old chocolate. No phone. He sat down, feeling sad. All his photos, all his messages. And then knock, knock, knock. He opened the door. Mrs. Lee, smiling, and in her hand his phone. "You dropped this yesterday when we were talking. I tried to call you, but I was calling your phone, and your phone was in my kitchen." Tom laughed. "Thank you so much, Mrs. Lee. You saved my weekend." "You're welcome. Next time, keep it in your bag." Tom looked at his phone and smiled. 17 missed calls, all from Mrs. Lee. What a kind neighbor, and what a funny Saturday morning. Now tell me honestly, did you understand more this time, even at full speed? Of course you did. And that, my friend, is the 2-speed method. Slow builds the map, fast builds the muscle. Remember this method. We will use it again today. But before we leave Tom and his phone, let us do one more powerful exercise, the retelling. Retelling means you tell the story back in your own simple words. This is the strongest bridge between listening and speaking, and I will help you across it. I will guide you with the beginnings of sentences, and you will finish them out loud. Do not worry about perfect grammar. Worry only about speaking. Here we go. The story is about a man. His name is Tom. Say it in a sentence. The story is about a man named Tom. One Saturday morning, Tom could not find his phone. Say the sentence. Tom could not find his phone. He looked under the pillow, under the bed, and even in the fridge. Say it. He even looked in the fridge. Then someone knocked at the door. It was his neighbor, Mrs. Lee. Say it. His neighbor, Mrs. Lee, knocked at the door. And in her hand, she had Tom's phone. Say the full sentence. In her hand, she had Tom's phone. Tom dropped it yesterday when they were talking. Say it. He dropped it when they were talking. At the end, Tom was very happy or thankful. Both are perfect. Say it. At the end, Tom was very happy and thankful. Now, the champion's version. Try to say the whole little story from the beginning in 5 or 6 sentences with your own voice. Take 10 seconds and do it now. The story is about Tom. Go. Did you do it? Even half of it? Then hear this clearly. You just told a story in English, not repeated told. That is production. That is the skill that becomes fluent conversation. And you did it in your first listening lesson of the day. Quickly, let us pocket the most useful words from Tom's story before we move on. Pillow, the soft thing under your head when you sleep. He looked under the pillow. Pillow, pillow. Fridge, the cold machine in the kitchen that keeps food fresh. The phone was not in the fridge, only milk, eggs, and cheese. Fridge. Cushion, the soft square on a sofa. He lifted every cushion. Cushion. Neighbor. A person who lives next to you or near you. Mrs. Lee was his kind neighbor. Neighbor. Drop to let something fall by accident. He dropped his phone in front of the building. Drop. And missed call, a call that came when you did not answer. 17 missed calls. Missed call. Say the 6 together. Pillow, fridge, cushion, neighbor, drop, missed call. In your pocket. Let us continue. This time, we play a new game while we listen. It is called the prediction game, and real fluent listeners play it all the time without knowing. Here is the rule. At some moments, I will stop the dialogue, and you must predict what comes next. Say your guess out loud. It does not matter if your guess is right or wrong. The magic is in the guessing, because guessing keeps your brain one step ahead. That is what fluency feels like. The situation. Emma and her father are at a small restaurant for lunch. Listen. The waiter comes to the table. He smiles and says, "Good afternoon. Welcome. Here are your menus. Can I get you something too?" Stop. Prediction time. The waiter says, "Can I get you something to?" What is the next word? Say your guess. Yes. Drink. In restaurants, they always ask about drinks first. Can I get you something to drink? If you guessed it, 1 point for you. Let us continue. Emma says, "Yes, please. Could I get an orange juice?" Her father says, "And a coffee for me, please." The waiter says, "An orange juice and a coffee." Coming right up. After 5 minutes, the waiter returns with the drinks. He asks, "Are you ready to?" Stop. Prediction. Are you ready to? What comes next? Say it. Yes. Order. Are you ready to order? This is the classic restaurant question. Another point if you got it. Let us hear their order. Emma says, "Yes. I'd like the chicken salad, please." Her father looks at the menu and says, What do you recommend?" The waiter says, "The fish is very good today. It is fresh from the market." Her father says, "Perfect. The fish for me then." The waiter says, "1 chicken salad and 1 fish. Anything." Stop. Prediction. Anything. Finish the waiter's question. Yes. Anything else? That is how they ask if you want more. And the father answers, "No, that's all. Thank you." The food comes. It looks wonderful. Emma tries her salad. Her father tries his fish. He smiles and says, This fish is delicious." They eat, they talk, they laugh. After the meal, the waiter comes back and asks, "How was everything?" Emma says, "It was great, thank you." Her father says, "Excellent. Could we have the—" Stop! Final prediction. And this is the big one. The meal is finished. What does the father ask for? Could we have the— Say it? Yes, the bill. In American English, they also say the check. Could we have the bill, please? The waiter brings the bill, the father pays, and they leave a small tip for the friendly waiter. The waiter says, "Thank you very much. Have a good." You know this one. Say it. Have a good one. Or, have a good day. Either way, you predicted it, because your English brain is waking up. How many predictions did you get right? Even 2 or 3 is excellent. Do you see what just happened? You were not just hearing English. You were thinking in English, half a second ahead. That is a fluency skill, and you just used it. And notice what you now own. The complete restaurant script, something to drink, ready to order. I'd like the chicken salad. What do you recommend? Anything else? How was everything? Could we have the bill, please? Say that last one with me, because you will need it in real life. Could we have the bill, please? Again, could we have the bill, please? Perfect. And now you know our method. Let us hear the whole restaurant conversation one more time, at natural speed, with no stops. Your job. Just follow it, and feel how much you understand now. Here we go. The waiter comes over. Good afternoon. Welcome. Here are your menus. Can I get you something to drink? Yes, please. Could I get an orange juice? And a coffee for me, please. An orange juice and a coffee coming right up. 5 minutes later. Are you ready to order? Yes. I'd like the chicken salad, please. What do you recommend? The fish is very good today, fresh from the market. Perfect. The fish for me then. 1 chicken salad, 1 fish. Anything else? No. That's all. Thank you. The food arrives. This fish is delicious. They eat, they talk, they laugh. How was everything? It was great. Thank you. Excellent. Could we have the bill, please? He pays, leaves a small tip, and the waiter smiles. Thank you very much. Have a good one. There it is, a full, real conversation at real speed, and you followed every step of it. 1 hour ago, that same dialogue might have felt fast. Now, it feels familiar. That is your progress, and it is measurable, and it is yours. Let me also give you 3 golden waiter questions to keep forever, because you will hear them in every restaurant in the English-speaking world. 1. Can I get you something to drink? 2. Are you ready to order? 3. How was everything? When your ears expect these questions, you are never surprised, and you always look calm and fluent. Say the 3 answers with me. An orange juice, please. I'd like the chicken salad, please. It was great, thank you. Wonderful. You are ready for lunch anywhere in the world. Now we play one of the oldest and most powerful listening games in the world, dictation. Here is how our version works. I will say a sentence, but at the end, 1 word will be missing. You listen, and you say the missing word. Then I will say the full sentence, and you repeat the whole thing. This trains your ears and your mouth at the same time. Ready? Let us play. Sentence 1. Listen. Tom woke up late on Saturday. What is the missing word? Say it. Morning. Tom woke up late on Saturday morning. Now repeat the full sentence. Tom woke up late on Saturday morning. Good. Sentence 2. He looked under the missing word? It could be 2 answers from our story, pillow or bed. Both are correct. He looked under the pillow. He looked under the bed. Repeat one of them. Well done. Sentence 3. Could I get an orange? Say the word. Juice. Could I get an orange juice? Repeat it, with the polite music in your voice. Could I get an orange juice? Lovely. Sentence 4. Are you ready to? You know it. Order. Are you ready to order? Repeat. Are you ready to order? Great. Sentence 5. The fish is very good. Missing word? Today. The fish is very good today. Repeat. The fish is very good today. Sentence 6. Could we have the bill? Finish it. Please. Could we have the bill? Please. Repeat the whole thing. Could we have the bill? Please. Beautiful. Sentence 7 a little harder now. She was smiling, and in her hand was Tom's. Say it. Phone. She was smiling, and in her hand was Tom's phone. Repeat it. Excellent. Sentence 8, the hardest one. Listening is the mother of. Do you remember, from the beginning of this video? Speaking Listening is the mother of speaking. Say the full sentence, loud and proud, because it is the motto of today. Listening is the mother of speaking. Yes, 8 sentences, 8 little victories. Dictation looks simple, but it is secretly training 3 skills at once. Your ears catch the sounds, your brain finds the meaning, and your mouth produces the words. Champions train like this. And today, you are training like a champion. Time for our last story, and it is the most beautiful one. This story is a little longer, and I will read it only a little bit slowly between slow speed and natural speed, because your ears are stronger now than they were 1 hour ago. After the story, we have a true or false challenge. Listen with your heart. This is the unexpected gift. Maria worked in a small bakery in the city. Every morning, she woke up at 5 o'clock when the sky was still dark. She took the first bus, opened the bakery, and started to bake fresh bread. The work was hard, and the money was small. But Maria loved the smell of fresh bread, and she loved her customers. Every morning, at exactly 7:30, an old man came into the bakery. His name was Mr. Adams. He always wore the same gray coat, and he always bought the same thing: 1 small loaf of bread and 1 cup of tea. He always sat at the little table near the window, alone. Maria noticed something about Mr. Adams. He never smiled. He said, "Good morning." He said, "Thank you." He paid, but his eyes were always sad, like winter. One cold morning in December, Maria made a decision. When Mr. Adams bought his usual bread and tea, Maria put 1 warm chocolate croissant on his plate. "I didn't order this," said Mr. Adams, surprised. "I know," said Maria with a smile. "It's a gift. It's cold today, and chocolate makes everything warmer." Mr. Adams looked at the croissant for a long moment. Then something happened that Maria had never seen before. Mr. Adams smiled. It was a small smile, like the first light of morning, but it was real. "Thank you," he said quietly. "Nobody has given me a gift for many years." From that day, something changed. Every morning, Maria and Mr. Adams talked a little. She learned that his wife had died 3 years ago, and that his children lived far away, in another country. The bakery, she understood, was the only place where he spoke to another human being. Slowly, morning by morning, his eyes became less like winter and more like spring. Months passed. Then, one morning in June, Mr. Adams did not come. 7:30, no, Mr. Adams. 8 o'clock, nothing. Maria was worried all day. The next morning, a young woman came into the bakery. "Are you Maria?" she asked. "I am the daughter of Mr. Adams. I flew here from Canada." Maria's heart stopped for a moment. Is he okay?" "He is fine," the young woman smiled. "He is in the hospital, but it is nothing serious. A small problem with his leg. He will be home in a few days, but he asked me to come here." He said, and these are his words: "Go to the bakery, find Maria, and give her this. She will understand." The young woman put a small envelope on the counter. Maria opened it with careful fingers. Inside, there was a photograph, old and a little yellow. In the photograph, there was a young couple in front of a small bakery, a different bakery, in a different time. Under the photo, there was a short letter. The letter said, "Dear Maria, 50 years ago, I met my wife in a bakery like yours. She worked behind the counter, and one cold morning, She gave me a free croissant because, she said, chocolate makes everything warmer. I married her 1 year later. When you gave me that croissant in December, you gave me much more than bread. You gave me my best memory back. Thank you for your kindness. It saved an old man's winter. Your friend, Mr. Adams. Maria read the letter twice. Then she looked out of the window for a long time, and she smiled. And maybe there was a small tear in her eye, the good kind of tear. 1 week later, at exactly 7:30, the bakery door opened. Mr. Adams walked in with his gray coat and a walking stick. Maria was already putting a chocolate croissant on a plate. "Good morning, Mr. Adams," she said. "Your usual table is waiting." And Mr. Adams smiled a big, warm, spring smile and said the words that Maria would remember for the rest of her life. "Good morning, my friend." The end. Take a small breath, my friend. A kind act is never small. That is the lesson of this story. Now, let us test your listening with our true or false challenge. I say a sentence about the story. You say true or false out loud. Ready? Number 1. Maria worked in a small restaurant. True or false? False. Not a restaurant, a bakery. She baked fresh bread. Number 2. Maria woke up at 5 o'clock every morning. True or false? True. 5 o'clock, when the sky was still dark. Number 3. Mr. Adams came to the bakery every morning at 8:30. True or false? False. He came at 7:30. Exactly 7:30, every morning. Number 4. Mr. Adams always bought bread and coffee. True or false? False, careful. He bought bread and tea. Tea, not coffee. Small details, sharp ears. Number 5. Maria gave Mr. Adams a free chocolate croissant. True or false? True. One cold morning in December, and that little gift changed everything. Number 6. Mr. Adams's wife lived in Canada. True or false? False. His wife died 3 years ago. His children lived far away, and his daughter flew in from Canada. Number 7. One morning in June, Mr. Adams did not come to the bakery. True or false? True. And Maria was worried all day. Number 8. In the envelope, there was money. True or false? False. In the envelope, there was an old photograph and a letter. Number 9. 50 years ago, Mr. Adams met his wife in a bakery. True or false? True. She gave him a free croissant because chocolate makes everything warmer. Life is a circle, my friend. Number 10. At the end, Mr. Adams called Maria, my friend. True or false? True. The most beautiful true of the day. Count your points. 7 or more? You are a listening champion. Less than 7? No problem at all. Replay the story tonight and watch your score grow. That is exactly how this training works. Before we leave the bakery, let us collect the best words from this story because they are words for real life. Listen, learn, and repeat each one. Bakery. A bakery is a shop where fresh bread and cakes are made and sold. Maria worked in a small bakery. I love the smell of a bakery in the morning. Bakery. Customer. A customer is a person who buys something in a shop. Maria loved her customers. The customer is always welcome. Customer. Customer. Loaf. A loaf is one whole piece of bread. Mr. Adams bought one small loaf of bread every day. Please buy a loaf of bread on your way home. Loaf. Gift. A gift is something you give with love, for free. The croissant was a gift. A small gift can change someone's whole day. Gift. Envelope. An envelope is a paper cover for a letter. The daughter put a small envelope on the counter. Inside the envelope, there was a photograph. Envelope. Memory. A memory is something you remember from the past. You gave me my best memory back. Old photographs are full of memories. Memory. Kindness. Kindness means being kind, doing good, warm things for people. Thank you for your kindness. Kindness costs nothing, but it is worth everything. Kindness. Worried. Worried means feeling afraid that something bad may happen. Maria was worried all day. Do not be worried. He is fine. Worried. Say our bakery words one more time, all together. Bakery, customer, loaf, gift, envelope, memory, kindness, worried, lovely. These are warm words, and now they are your words. And now, the two-speed method, one last time. Here is the unexpected gift in a short, natural speed version. You know the story deeply now, so just close your eyes if you like and let the English flow over you. Maria worked in a small bakery, waking at 5 every morning to bake fresh bread. Every day at exactly 7:30, old Mr. Adams came in same gray coat, same order, one small loaf and a cup of tea, and he never, ever smiled. One cold December morning, Maria put a warm chocolate croissant on his plate. I didn't order this. I know it's a gift. Chocolate makes everything warmer. And for the first time, he smiled. From that day, they talked every morning. His wife had died, his children were far away, and the bakery was the one place he still spoke to another human being. Then, one June morning, he didn't come. The next day, a young woman appeared, his daughter, from Canada. He was fine, just a small leg problem, but he had sent her with an envelope. Inside, an old photograph of a young couple in front of a bakery, and a letter. 50 years ago, he had met his wife in a bakery just like this one, when she gave him a free croissant, saying chocolate makes everything warmer. He married her a year later. When you gave me that croissant, he wrote, you gave me my best memory back. Your kindness saved an old man's winter. A week later, at exactly 7:30, the door opened. Maria was already putting a croissant on a plate. Good morning, Mr. Adams. Your usual table is waiting. And he smiled his big spring smile and said, Good morning, my friend. Beautiful, even the second time. Maybe especially the second time. Now, I will show you something that textbooks rarely teach, and it is the reason why real English sometimes sounds so fast. Here is the truth. Native speakers do not pronounce every word separately, like soldiers marching one by one. They connect words, they squeeze words, and sometimes they almost swallow words. Once your ears know these secrets, fast English suddenly becomes much clearer. Let me show you the 4 biggest secrets. Secret 1. Going to becomes gonna. In real speech, people rarely say, I am going to eat. They say, I'm gonna eat. Listen, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. She's gonna love this gift. Now you say it. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Say it smoothly. Gonna. Good. Important. We say gonna, but in formal writing, we still write going to. Secret 2. Want to becomes wanna. I want to go home becomes I wanna go home. Listen, do you wanna come with us? I wanna learn English. Now you. I wanna learn English. Again, smooth like water. I want to learn English. Beautiful and true. Secret 3. Words hold hands. When one word ends in a consonant and the next word starts with a vowel, they connect. An apple sounds like an apple. Turn it off sounds like turn it off. Listen, pick it up pie key tup. Not at all, no ta at all. Say this one with me. Not at all. Faster. No ta at all. Do you feel the words holding hands? That is the music of English. Secret 4. The disappearing H. In fast speech, little words like him, her, and his often lose their H sound. Tell him becomes tell I am. I like her becomes I like her. Listen. Give him the book, give. I am the book. Ask her, ask her. You do not have to speak this way yourself, but your ears must know it, because native speakers do it all the time. Let us test your new ears immediately. I will say a fast, natural sentence, and you tell me the full, slow version. Ready? Listen. I'm going to ask her if she want to come. What was that in full English? Yes. I am going to ask her if she wants to come. Did your ears catch it? If yes, congratulations, you just understood real street English. If not, replay it, and it will open like a door. And this part is about you. Until now, you listen to stories about Tom and Emma and Maria. But fluency is born when English connects to your own life. So now, I will ask you simple questions about you, and you will answer out loud in full sentences. There are no wrong answers here, only your answers. I will give you an example answer after each question, but yours is the one that matters. Speak from your real life. Ready? Question 1. What time do you usually wake up? Answer in a full sentence. For example, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Now say yours. Question 2. What did you eat this morning? For example, this morning I ate bread and eggs and I drank tea. Your turn, say your real breakfast. Question 3. Do you prefer tea or coffee? For example, I prefer tea, but I drink coffee when I am tired. Say yours with the word prefer. Question 4. Have you ever lost your phone, like Tom? For example, yes, I lost my phone once, and I found it in my car. Or, no, never. I always keep it in my pocket. Tell your truth. Question 5. What is your favorite food in a restaurant? For example, my favorite food is grilled chicken with rice. Say yours, and enjoy saying it. Question 6. Is there a kind person in your life, like Maria? For example, yes, my grandmother is the kindest person I know. Say your person's name out loud. It is good for the heart and for the English. Question 7. Why are you learning English? Think for a moment, because this answer is your engine. For example, I am learning English for my job. Or, I am learning English because I want to travel. Or simply, I am learning English for my future. Say your reason, clearly and proudly. Do you realize what you just did? You just spoke about your own life, in English, for several sentences, with no script. That was not listening practice. That was a conversation, and you held your side of it. This is the bridge, my friend. Stories train your ears, questions train your voice, and your life gives the words a reason to stay. You have trained hard today, so here is your final test, the black belt of this lesson. I will ask you 8 quick questions about everything we did today. Real speed, no slow motion. You answer out loud, fast, without translating. Trust your training. Ready? Go. What was Tom looking for on Saturday morning? Say it fast. His phone. Who had the phone? Mrs. Lee, the kind neighbor. In the restaurant, what did Emma order? The chicken salad. What did the waiter recommend? The fish, fresh from the market. How do you ask for the bill politely? Could we have the bill, please? Where did Maria work? In a bakery. What did Maria give Mr. Adams on that cold morning? A chocolate croissant, a gift. And finish this sentence. Listening is the mother of speaking. 4 more bonus round, even faster. What sound pair confused us in the warm-up 13 and 30? What does gonna mean in full English? Going to. What was inside Mr. Adams's envelope? A photograph and a letter. And what did Maria's croissant give back to Mr. Adams? His best memory. Did you answer without translating in your head, even for 2 or 3 questions? Then something wonderful happened today. For a few seconds, you were thinking in English. Hold that feeling. That feeling is fluency being born. My friend, look at everything you did in this one video. You warmed up your ears with sound pairs and tricky numbers. You followed a full story, twice, at 2 speeds. You predicted a whole restaurant conversation before it happened. You completed dictation sentences. You passed a true or false challenge on a longer story. You learned 4 secrets of real English sounds: gonna, wanna, connected words, and the disappearing H. And you finished with a rapid-fire challenge, answering in English, out loud, at speed. That is not watching a video. That is training. And you completed all of it. Now, here is your 7-day plan, and it is simple. Every day this week, give your ears 15 minutes of English. Day 1 and Day 2, replay the stories from this video. Use the chapters to jump straight to them and listen to the natural speed versions. Day 3, play the dictation game again and try to say the missing words faster. Day 4, listen to any English audio you enjoy and hunt for gonna and wanna. You will hear them everywhere now, I promise. Day 5, listen to the unexpected gift one more time, and this time, pause after each paragraph and tell the story back in your own simple words. Day 6, watch 3 minutes of anything in English without subtitles, just 3 minutes, as an experiment. And Day 7, come back here, do the final challenge again, and feel how much faster your answers come. 15 minutes a day, that is the whole plan. Small, daily, unstoppable. And here is why it works. Your ears are like a garden. One big rain once a month does very little, but a little water every single day, the garden grows green and strong. Water your ears daily, my friend, and your speaking will bloom by itself. And now, your comment mission. Write in the comments, which part of today's training was the best for your ears? The stories, the prediction game, the dictation, or the secrets of real English? Write it in English, in your own words. 1 sentence is enough, and it is real practice. I read your comments, and I love to see your progress. If this training helped you, please give the video a like. It helps more learners find us. And subscribe to Bookish English with the bell turned on, because every week we train together. Stories, vocabulary, fluency, and listening everything you need, step by step, in easy English. Thank you for training with me until the very end. Your ears are sharper than they were 1 hour ago, and your voice is braver. Remember, our motto, listening is the mother of speaking. Feed your ears every day, and one day soon you will open your mouth, and fluent English will simply come out like it was always there, waiting. I believe in you. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye, my friend.